Since 2009, New Jersey has been making headlines in its attempts to legalise sports wagering. Dennis Drazin, the CEO of Monmouth Park, has been heavily involved in these efforts, and it seems as if the end may be in sight. With plans in place to expand upon the already existing sportsbook at Monmouth Park, we've come along to the Garden State racetrack to get an update from Dennis as he awaits what hopefully will be a positive outcome.
The future is rosy for us because the sports betting revenue will certainly generate the revenue that we need to have higher purses, extend our season, have more opportunities for our horsemen and our breeders, and bring New Jersey back to its glory days. This room was built out in 2013. Part of our deal with William Hill involved the construction costs for this room. When we first opened, we modeled it into a sports bar. It had been just a cafeteria before that. We conduct horse racing in here. We started to do something called free play. Basically what happened is there was $2,500 per week for a college tournament, $2,500 a week for a pro tournament, and we started to accumulate a database and get people used to the venue. The next thing that we did here, the second year, was started to do fantasy sports here. Because while the state was saying you can do fantasy sports and everyone in the country, was engaged in fantasy sports, we thought that was another way to accumulate a database and get people used to the venue. Then the next year we opened it as kind of like a full-blown sports bar, where from Thursdays through Monday, whenever a game is on or horse racing, this bar is open. And it's become quite crowded. People, depending upon what's on, gravitate to this room. So when local teams are playing, obviously there are more people. When you have the Super Bowl, it's overfilled. And one of the good things that people tell me about here, the food's great, number one, but the venue itself is something that people feel is user-friendly. They like being in the room. There are ample TVs. Right now we have the horse racing opportunity for bettings. But the other thing we have that other places don't is we have all this parking. We have enough parking to accommodate, 60,000 people at a time. So we anticipate that when this becomes full-blown on sports betting, most people know about Monmouth Park because we've been in the limelight, so to speak, with sports betting, and everybody else is saying we're not ready to do it. So we'll be ready first, we'll get open, and I think people will gravitate here.